everyone, and welcome to another episode in the series where I'll talk a little bit about the ideas that go into the paintings of this Faces of the Goddess series. And today's painting is the goddess of war, compassion, and mercy. Now, these may seem like contradictory elements for her to be governing over, but the thing is, I wanted to depict her as an objective being and not one-sided. So she's not a violent creature. She's someone that has to take action based on what is necessary. And sometimes what is necessary isn't what we as humans may subjectively prefer. So sometimes she has to do the harsh thing of being destructive or bringing something down if that is necessary. But of course, we will always have our own opinions about these things, or we have reactions to them. But her actions are always guided by what is best in the long term and in the big picture. And because she doesn't act from a place of selfishness, she's always guided by a higher power. And that's what the stars, there are 7 stars above her, and that's what they represent. The fact that something much larger than her is guiding her actions. As you can see, she is the goddess of war. However, she is a warrior, so she's got the sword in one of her hands, and that just represents her role, her duty. Floating above the other hand is a feather, however, and this represents her gauging what is the best action to take in this scenario. And here you can see that she's connecting to the feather. She's considering the feather and realizing now is the time to be gentle, now is the time to be compassionate, and to take a step back from being a warrior for a moment. So she's surrounded by greenery, surrounded by butterflies floating about, and she's in this world, and they represent the things that she protects, this beauty, this fragility of fragile state of life. And she doesn't always get applauded for her actions, because again, it's her role is a tough one. You know, she's doing things that people may not like because they cannot see the bigger picture, like I said earlier. But she is strong, as you can see. She's wearing armor representing her ability to not take offense. You know, she's got thick skin, she's got this armor, and no one can really attack her. But at the same time, she's wearing, as you can see, a very feminine blouse, and that's because she's not in battle mode right now. She is just being a goddess, and a goddess in a beautiful green landscape. She is the half-sister to the goddess of femininity epitomized, or at least that's the story that developed while I was working on them. Like I said, when you spend hours working on these paintings, a narrative develops in my head, and so somehow she became the half-sister, and I can imagine a story between the two. They're very different kinds of characters. The other is very exuberant and playful, and she's very serious and calm. And I do rather like her personality. I generally love very strong female characters, warrior kinds of female characters. So for that reason alone, she's one of my favorites. And as you can see, even though she's holding the feather in one hand, there is this dragon in this globe surrounded by her cloak, and that just represents something within her, that this dragon, this powerful force, is ready to come forth when it is time, when it's time for her to be that warrior. The moon above, as you can see, there is a moon shape. Again, like all my paintings, it represents her feminine approach to everything, that, you know, she is part of this feminine energy, and she is one of the avatars of that feminine energy. I rather enjoyed painting her, even though I did have a bit of difficulty in getting all these elements together, because like I said, there are contradictory elements to her, and I spent quite a lot of time trying to come up with the right composition for her. And I didn't know if I wanted just her face with a few details around, or if I wanted her in full figure. In the end, I placed her with half her figure showing, but I also gave her enough of the environment to then balance out what she does as her duty. Again, there is a halo around her proving that she's never going to do anything out of selfishness or anything egocentric. It's all about connecting to her higher power and taking action based on what is right. I hope you like this painting as much as I do, and if you want to have a closer look, it is on my Instagram, on my social media, so you can go ahead and look at the painting from a better angle there. But I hope this video also gives you insight into what went into the painting, and I hope you're enjoying this series so far. If you do have feedback or if you have suggestions that you think might be useful for me to hear, then please comment. I'm always happy to hear constructive criticism, especially with something like this, because I am not an expert on making videos, so feel free to let me know if you have any advice. And do subscribe if you feel like you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff, because there will be more videos coming soon. So until then, take care guys, and I will see you in the next one.